again, Taiwo. I'm coming to you guys today because I got a message from someone on my Facebook page, and her name is Comfort. Hey, Comfort. I'll just read a message out to you guys real quick. I want to start transition process. I need your guidelines. Thank you. So, like I did promise, I said I would make a video to answer your question because there are so many things that I feel like I need to let you know. It would just be too many things that I would be writing down if I want to send you a message. I know I sound awful. I've got sore throat and cold and everything, so but please bear with me while we just carry on with this video. So going straight to I sent you a message where I told you that you should watch the video I made. I feel like that video is very, very necessary for you to watch, just so you know the things that can also affect or disrupt your hair growth journey. Because sometimes when we go on a natural hair journey, there are some things we are not aware of, and in a way we do create our own hair loss or our own hair growth disruption. So I feel like it is very, very important for you to watch that video, so you just to be aware of those things and to also stay away from them. So just in case this isn't Comfort that is watching this video, if you're also watching this video and you've been asking that question about how do I go natural, how do I start transitioning to natural, because it can be quite confusing. I've been there before and I know, God knows, it can be very, very confusing. But like I said to you, Comfort, I said one thing, that the first thing you need to know is that it is not complicated at all. And the second thing you also need to know is that everything comes on with time and patience. Like, hopefully this video won't be too long. I really, really hate making long videos. Like, I hate it so much. But then I feel like there are so many things I want to say that I feel it's necessary for me to mention, and then before you know it, the video is up to 15 minutes. But anyway, I'm going to try my best not to try and make sure this video isn't more. The first thing you want to do is to completely stop chemicals. So you need to stop everything that is that would change your texture. Okay, so stop relaxing, stop applying texturizer. I remember when I first transitioned to natural, I didn't have information, to be honest. I didn't know anything at all, so I just transitioned to natural. I just started growing my hair out, and I didn't know what to do with my hair, to be honest, and I kind of got a little bit frustrated. And then I met this lady that told me that, oh, you can actually use texturizer, and I was told as well that, oh, texturizer is different from relaxer, it's not as harsh as relaxer, you still get your curls. So I texturized my hair, but it was still like relaxing my hair because it changed my texture and I wasn't feeling my natural hair still, so you want to stop everything that has to do with chemical. That's the number one thing you want to do. The second thing you want to also know is that there are two different ways through which you can switch from your whatever you have on now. Maybe, I'm guessing, probably your hair is maybe relaxed at the moment, and then you want to transition to natural hair. So there are two steps that people usually follow. So the first switching method is growing your hair out. Okay, leave your hair as it is and you just let your natural hair grow out for up to about 6 months, and then you chop off the ends, which will be the relaxed part of your hair. People usually follow that, so you can follow that step, or you can do a big chop. Big chop is when you trim off all the relaxed hair. So I'm not gonna say follow the first step or follow the second step. I think it just depends on you, to be honest. It depends on what you feel works for you. Some people are not very, very comfortable carrying their a short hair. If you're not okay with the big chop, you can just leave your hair the way it is and let it grow, maybe for up to about 6 months or 7 or even a year. Then you can chop off the relaxed part, or after every month you can just chop off I can't even say that, chop off the relaxed end. Now let's go straight to the third point, which is the care routine. Just in case you see me looking down, this because I'm looking through my phone. The third thing you also want to know is your care routine. Now this is something, like, I feel like this part is very, 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 very important for everyone that is natural. This is what determines the health of your hair. Okay, this is what determines the health of that hair, because you're not only going natural, you want to start retaining length. Okay, that's the beauty about natural hair. Okay, because you're going natural, one thing you will gain is that you will start retaining length, because now you're not applying any chemicals to your hair. You're just leaving it as it is, so you will start retaining length, okay, because you're not killing the DNAs in your hair anymore. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is washing very regularly. Okay, and then the second thing under the care routine is that you want to make sure you stop everything that puts pressure and weight on your hair. Okay, stop every form of tight weave and tight braids and tight, anything that will just make you pull your hair. You want to stop all those. Okay, so the third thing you want to do is that you want to start treating that hair like a baby, like a little child. One thing is, natural hair is very, very, very delicate. So from this moment, you want to make sure that you're not treating your hair roughly. So the next thing is, let's cut back a little bit on the combing. Okay, it is advised as well that you can also try and detangle your hair with your fingers. Okay, and that works very, very well for me as well. And the last thing under your care routine is that you want to also make sure that you get yourself a silk or satin scarf to make sure you cover your hair every night before you go to bed. There are some what do they call them? I think they're called there's hair nets. Some of them are not very, very good for your edges. I remember I used to have a black one that, they used to have like bands at the tip, at the end of it, and by the time you wear it, it can put pressure on your edges here. So you want to stop all those kind of nets or bonnets. If I get a picture, I'll put it up somewhere. So you want to stop all those, and you just want to go for scarves. So that's done. Now let's go to number 4. And this is something that I have been getting on my Facebook page, where people have been asking me about products. Oh, what products can I use to make my hair grow long? It's like I don't think there would be a time where I would make a video to talking about a particular product you need to use to make your hair grow. That just sounds very, very off. It sounds off to me. Okay, like I said in one of my videos that I made in the past, there's no product out there that can guarantee you that if you use this product, your hair will be long in 10 days, your hair will be long in 5 days. Everything takes time, and your hair would grow in a matter of time, and the care you give your hair during that time would also tell on the health of your hair. So now, talking about products, another thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to show you a particular product to use, because I live in Britain, and like majority of people that has got my kind of hair are in Africa. And like most products that YouTube ladies show us is usually either American based product or Europe based products, or Indian based products. And I feel like you guys in Africa might not have access to those products. I remember when I first transitioned, finding out that there are some videos on YouTube that I can watch to help to give me information that I need about growing my hair. Most of the ladies on YouTube then would talk about, use this product, use that product, and like most of them are not in UK. But it's only now that we're getting a little some coming over to UK from America. To me, like, I'm really sorry if I offend anyone with what I'm saying, but I feel like I'm not going to say use this product, because you might not have that product in your own drugstore or in your chemist. Like the lady that sent me this message is in Ghana, and like there might not even be like cream of nature and kinky curly products, and there are some products that are like American based product. It might not even be in Ghana. So what I'm gonna say is that for your product, darling, you just want to go out there and look for shampoo that is sulfate free, that is in Ghana. Okay, so wherever you live, you could be in Nigeria, you could be in Liberia, you could be in Sierra Leone, you could be in Guinea, you could be in like anywhere in the world. You could be anywhere, and like don't feel like because you're not using this particular kind of product, your hair won't be healthy. Okay, I'm very, 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 very sure that there would be some product in your country that you can use that would help your hair. At the end of the day, we are all achieving the same, one aim, and that aim is to have a clean, tidy, healthy hair, you know. And then another thing that you also need to know that I wasn't aware of until I transitioned is that after washing your hair with shampoo, you also need to condition your hair. So let me talk about sulfate real quick. So I said you need to look for a shampoo that is sulfate free because sulfate dries the hair out completely. So you want to stay clear sulfate because most of us that has afro hair, you know, struggle with hair dryness as well. Like, yeah, hair dryness, yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, so most of us struggle with frizzy hair and dry hair and everything, and one thing sulfate does is that it dries the hair out completely because it is meant to wash your hair very, very clean. So yeah, but anyway, make sure you stay off sulfates. So like I was saying before, the next thing you want to do after washing your hair is conditioning your hair. So you've just washed your hair off, you're still in the shower or still washing your hair. So after rinsing your shampoo out, the next thing you want to do is apply conditioner. So conditioner would stay in your hair for about 3 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes before you wash the conditioner out. So you want to go out there and look for a shampoo and conditioner that is very, very good. So that's clear. So I've just talked about care products. Now the second kind of product that you need to also start using is your styling products. So on the styling product, like I said as well, I'm not going to, you know, say use this particular kind of product because you might not have that product wherever you are. That is one of the reasons I enjoy doing my own thing. So do it yourself. And another thing I want you guys to know, especially most of you in Africa, is that you are exposed to so many beautiful natural things that we don't get to, you know, to have. Like, you can just walk into a market and you will see shea butter just like on the side. I won't get that in my own market here. What I would advise from this stage on is using some natural styling products. Another thing is, because you're going natural, like, see, I didn't know this when I first transitioned, okay, but with time, and now this is why I really thank God for the experience I've had, because I can share my experience with you guys. So because you're going natural, you want to make sure most of your products, if not all of them, are natural, because some product line out there are not very, very faithful. You know, they can have some chemicals in them, and you know, some of these things can be toxic to the hair or your scalp. So you want to try as much as possible when you're picking out a product to make sure you go for natural based products. But if you can't find any, you can start making your own things. Okay, so I have a video where I made shea butter mix. I'll leave the link below. You can also follow that. Most of the things that I use there, I bought from Africa. So you want to look into shea butter mix. This shea butter is very, very, very good for natural hair. You want to look into, you know, mixing together your own oil. So coconut oil is very good. Extra virgin olive oil is very, very good. Castor oil is very, very good for hair growth. And avocado oil is very, very good as well. Sweet almond oil is another very, very good oil. So you can, you know, you can do this mixture. You can mix them together, you know, put them in an applicator bottle and, you know, apply them in your hair. It is very, very good as well. So whenever you're making things, for example, if you want to make your own shea butter mix, you also want to put something that would prevent it from bacteria and things like that. So grapefruit oil and sweet orange oil are very, very good for, you know, protecting your mixture from any kind of build-up, mold build-ups and everything. So another thing you want to pick up is a leave-in conditioner. So after washing your hair with a shampoo and a conditioner, so you then need to apply a conditioner in your hair, and this conditioner is called a leave-in conditioner. You don't need to wash that out, you just leave that on your hair the way it is. So I have another video where I made a leave-in conditioner mixture. I'll leave the link below as well, just in case you're interested if you want to make that. So that's another thing that you also want to look into getting for yourself as well. So one thing I forgot to mention as well under the styling product is that whenever you are styling your hair, you want to make sure you follow the lock method. There is also another video I made where I talked about how to do a wash and go. So I would also leave a link below to that video. You can also check that video out. So I've talked about 5 things. So the number 6 thing that I'm going to talk about real quick is your treatment. So you want to also incorporate some things in your hair care routine, and those things are just 2 things. You know, the number 1 thing is making sure you are doing a deep protein treatment. okay? I would say maybe once in a week or once in 2 weeks, depends on how your hair is, to be honest. And then the second thing that you want to also do is start, you know, putting in your routine is doing a hot oil treatment. So these treatments would help keep the hair you're growing out healthy, okay? So that is the sixth thing that I want to talk about. So the seventh thing is that you also need to be aware of is that your hair has one best friend, and that best friend is water. Your hair needs water on a daily basis, so just make sure you always apply water in your hair. So the last thing that I want to talk about is trimming. So you want to make sure that you are also trimming your hair. I'm not saying you should start trimming now, okay? I'm just saying that by the time you start growing out your hair, maybe in a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, you also need to be aware that sometimes we do get split ends or two-strand knots, you know, because our hair is very coily and they can curl up on themselves. So if we get two-strand knots or if we have split ends, this can affect the healthy hair length. So that is why they usually advise that we trim our hair. So I would advise to trim your hair maybe once in every 6 to 8 months, you know, or once in a year. So it depends. And when you're trimming your hair, not necessarily that you have to trim off a huge length, just, you know, trimming the hair. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope this video has answered your question. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about and I haven't mentioned in this video. I'm happy to speak to you about it. So I'll speak to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye. And thank you for putting up with this my voice. Anyway, I'll speak to you later. Bye.